Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Tuesday Story Time or Story Time Tuesday, whichever way it is. I'm sorry, I can't never remember. But anyway, we're going to get back to Willow here. So she is, you know how she's taking her time. So she's still going through her new home, which was Granny Clark's home, and she's looking through everything. She's sorting through and organizing and, deciding what to keep and what to get rid of and how she's going to get rid of it and cleaning up. But she does little spaces at the time here and there all through and around the house. So, one day, she found a pillow in a closet, in the top of a closet. And she liked it. And she took it down because it felt so soft, and it was a very pretty pillow. And it was a bit kind of a different pillow. The pillow itself was just, it didn't have a pillowcase on it, but yet it did. The pillowcase was like a zipper. But like when you unzip it, it wasn't a pillowcase that you could take off of the pillow to wash. And it wasn't like a pillow in there you could take out. Because when you unzip it, it was just stuffing. The stuffing of the pillow. But when she took it down and started fluffing it up and feeling how soft it was and trying to make it pretty to go on the bed, she started hearing this little crinkly sound inside. And wondering what it was, she started inspecting it a little bit more. And she unzipped the zipper, and she seen that it was just stuffing. Well, she started looking and digging all through in the stuffing, trying to find this crinkling noise. And she found some more money. And, at first she was finding $1 bills and then $5 bills. Well, it kept getting higher, so she would find $20 bills. And then it became $100 bills. So, in this pillow was several $100 bills. And she would laugh about it, because, she would always remember the letter Granny Clark wrote her. You're going on a treasure hunt. Get ready for a treasure hunt. And every time she finds money somewhere, she would laugh and giggle. And she would stuff it in her strawberry jar. Okay, another day she was cleaning and dusting and wiping some picture frames off of her shelf in the living room. And she looked behind a picture frame as she was cleaning it, and she seen some money stuck back there. Some more $100 bills. So she takes them out, stuffs them in her jar. Okay, another day she decides to take the curtains down off the rod in the living room to give them a good wash. And as she's doing that, when she takes the end of the rod off to get the curtain to slide off, the rod in there is hollow. Well, when she turned that and tilted the rod, out falls a rolled up wad of $100 bills. And she just dies out laughing. Okay, she's in her kitchen one day and she's going through her pantry and looking through all of the foods that Granny Clark had in the pantry to look at expiration dates. And so she picks up a cereal box, and for some reason, she opened it to look inside. I guess maybe she wanted to sniff and smell and look at it, see what it looked like. Test it that way to see if she thought it was good or not. And when she looked in, between the bag that the cereal is in and the box itself, guess what she found? Yeah, you got it right. She found some more $100 bills. So now she's getting suspicious and she starts going through every box and container in the pantry. And she's just don't know. She's kind of getting now worried. What if I don't look somewhere and don't find money that she's hid for me? What will I do? What will happen to that money, So anyway, okay, in her utility room, there is a loose floorboard. And so she takes it out and she pulls it up and she finds a locked box under there. Well, of course, when she sees that, a big smile comes on her face. Because she's been finding, as she's cleaning and going through things, lots of keys, right? And she made her this big old ring out of an old clothes hanger, rounded it up, but made it easy to hook and unhook so she could undo it and put all these keys on it that she kept finding. So she goes and gets this ring of keys, but then the thought comes to her and she goes, I've got to go through every one of these keys to see if any of them unlocks this box. Because she just had to see what was in that box. So she does. And it takes her a while. And she almost goes through every key. And there's a lot of keys on that big old key ring. But finally, she finds the key that unlocks the box. And she unlocks it. And guess what she finds? Lots and lots and lots of $100 bills in that box. Oh my word. So now, at this point, she has accumulated a lot of these $100 bills. She's realizing that she is actually rich, that Granny Clark has provided for the rest of her life. And she is very thankful and grateful for that. But she's getting worried now about, this is a lot of money. This is way too much just to keep stuffing in a strawberry glass jar that you can see, and see through and see that money's in it. So she goes and gets all of the $100 bills out of the jar and she puts them all in the locked box. And she locks them back up again, but she keeps that key knowing that it's that one. She puts that on her keychain to keep it safe so she'll know that's the one that goes to the locked box. And she don't put that locked box back under the floorboard. She puts the floorboard back. But she takes that locked box to her bedroom and she finds a nice place to kind of hide it in there. And so she plans on, if she finds any more $100 bills, to put them in that locked box with them. Alright, she's still dusting and cleaning another day. And Granny Clark had an old record player. And she had a lot of records that were in albums that had sleeves in them. So she was dusting in them one day. And out falls the sleeve with the record in it. And lo and behold, out falls some money with it. Yep, more $100 bills. So she puts those in her locked box. Then one day she's going through the guest closet and she finds an old coat in there and she's pulling things out and checking things and she finds a $100 bill in the coat pocket. So she puts that one in her locked box. Well, she's decided now she has accumulated so much money. She may come across more and find more, but she's at the point she needs to really do something. So she divides the money up and she goes and puts some in a savings account in the bank. And then she gets a little bit more and puts it in her bank account. And then she saves a little bit to keep in the locked box at the house, hid, say in the top of a closet or something. And she's just going to keep adding to it as she finds more, if she finds more. But Willow is now a rich young lady. She has no worries left in the world. She's got everything she needs. She can keep all of her bills paid. She can do whatever she wants to. And we're going to leave it at that for this time. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And we will be back next Tuesday, hopefully, for another episode of Willow. All right, we'll see y'all later. Toodaloo.